Okay, I get to the end of a painting, and what I try to do is, overall look at the painting, and then I make a list of the things I want to adjust or change or do whatever, add more detail. But I mark them off as I get them done. But as I'm looking back at this painting right now, I'm seeing one little thing that I want to adjust. I've got light coming in the foreground, but I've got this one area right here that's in shadow. So we've got light coming through here, but right here, this is a little bit too much brightness, I think, for what is there. This is closer to being accurate. So what I've done is create a glaze. I must try to glaze this down. I'm using a medium and some Cassel earth, and I will try to knock this down and see what's what. Very often what I'll do is I'll apply it, then wipe it. And the question is this color the right temperature? I'm going to add a little bit of ultramarine blue to this color so it doesn't become warm.
And what exactly is included in that?
This is Cassel earth and ultramarine blue.
What's
and
the medium?
I'm using liquid for the medium. So that's better. And what I'll do oftentimes is I will create a couple of different dilutions of the glaze, and I just grab some more ultramarine to see if that will cool this little path down a little bit. And shadows.
What are you trying to accomplish here?
Knock this down, put it more into shadow. And like that. Like I said, what you can do this, and you come back and wipe away some of it if you want to. And you can do that over and over again and again to create layers of texture. And slowly but surely, hopefully, you get it to where you want it to be. So now this is not jumping out the way this is when there's not any direct light on that. So that appears to have worked. In the same manner, you won't see as much detail in shadow areas as you do in the highlighted areas. So it works out well. To me, a glaze is something that's going to adjust something. I don't worry about nailing something exactly perfect. I'd rather get the textures right and then adjust the colors, because I'm not going to be that far off on the color, but I'd rather not worry about making it perfect and slowing me down in the painting process. I'd rather come in at the end when I can look at it with more of a left brain and see what is needed. So when I say what's needed, it's not just about this little area, but it's about the whole overall painting. So it's a good idea to, like I said, when you can get to the very end of a painting and just vapor lock. You can just go, well, what do I do to finish this painting? And you can just look all over the place and try to fixing as you go. I don't do that. When I get to the end of this painting, I will sit down with my little pad and I'll just sit there and look at each thing and write a note, and create that punch list. I do have another video that's where I talk about the punch list and how effective it is, especially for me, to finish a painting. Because what I remember back in the old days, I would paint and you get to the end of a painting and just not know what it's going to take to finish the painting, or go along piecemeal trying to fix everything. It feels like your list is unending sometimes. It's easier to make your list and just mark those things off as you do them. And then before you know it, you're done. So that works.
This is pretty subtle too, isn't it?
Glazes are almost always, for me, subtle. This here is kind of almost like when a glaze in just regular painting. I'm adding some shadows. Yeah, warm colors and shadows, they defeat the depth. They want to come out. So when you knock it down, that's when you can see it recede, and it works well to do that. There you go.
Thanks for joining me in my studio. If you enjoyed this video, you'll also probably enjoy watching the videos I've linked on the screen. Be sure to click subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. If you're ready for more in-depth lessons, consider enrolling on one of my online courses where I teach classical painting techniques for landscape painters. You can find all of my classes at laynejohnson.com or click on the link in the description below.